horror stories and dark legends, the forgotten nightmares. The human psyche is a strange and wondrous thing, capable of imagining beauty beyond comprehension and conjuring horrors that dwell in the darkest corners of our understanding. We tell stories to explain the inexplicable, to tame the untamed, and sometimes to simply scare ourselves. But the tales that truly endure, the ones that burrow under our skin and fester in our subconscious, are the ones steeped in genuine fear, born from whispers in the shadows and legends forgotten by time. These are the forgotten nightmares, the stories that deserve to be resurrected from the dusty tomes of history and the hushed voices of folklore. This exploration delves into the realm of these forgotten nightmares, uncovering the chilling details of gruesome legends, unsettling folklore, and unexplained events that have haunted humanity for generations. We'll journey through chilling narratives, exploring the psychological impact of these tales and considering why some horrors fade while others endure. Prepare yourself, for within these words lies the potential to unlock fears you never knew existed and to rediscover the primal dread that lies dormant within us all. Urban legends are the folklore of the modern age. They are stories whispered between friends, shared on internet forums, and passed down through generations, often mutating with each retelling. While many are dismissed as mere fabrications, some hold a disturbing kernel of truth, reflecting societal anxieties and the ever-present fear of the unknown lurking just beyond the edges of our comfortable urban lives. Consider the legend of the Hookman. A young couple parked on Lover's Lane, listening to the radio, hear a news bulletin about an escaped mental patient with a hook for a hand. Terrified, the girl implores her boyfriend to leave. He reluctantly agrees, and as they drive away, they hear a scraping sound. When they arrive home, they find a bloody hook dangling from the car door. The Hookman embodies the anxieties of encroaching violence and the vulnerability of youth. He represents the potential for chaos to disrupt the idyllic fantasy of young love. Beyond the scare factor, the Hookman also serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that even in the perceived safety of our modern world, danger can lurk just around the corner. Then there's the chilling tale of the black-eyed children, figures often described as being between the ages of 6 and 16, who appear at the doorsteps of unsuspecting individuals requesting entry. Their unsettling feature? Solid black eyes, devoid of pupils or irises. Witnesses often describe an overwhelming sense of dread and compulsion to comply despite their instincts screaming otherwise. The black-eyed children are a chilling manifestation of the uncanny valley, a space that triggers discomfort through almost human appearances marred by something distinctly unnatural. Some see them as a symbol of fear surrounding genetic manipulation or otherworldly influence. Others interpret the stories as a paranoia about innocence masking sinister intent. The eerie detail of their penetrating black stare serves to disturb and fascinate, sparking curiosity about who or what they could truly be. Urban legends like these are often relegated to campfire stories or forgotten in fleeting internet posts. Yet in their simplicity lies a profound commentary on the modern psyche and the ways we project our fears onto the strange and the unknown. Long before the rise of cities and technology, humanity's relationship with nature was one of intimacy and reverence. But the wilderness, as much as it sustained us, did not yield its secrets so easily. It was home to a complex tapestry of myths and creatures that symbolized everything from hope to abject terror. The Wendigo, rooted in the folklore of the Algonquian-speaking peoples of North America, is often depicted as a gaunt figure of terrifying stature and insatiable hunger. Associated with starvation and isolation, the Wendigo is said to emerge when individuals commit the ultimate taboo, cannibalism. Its icy skeletal appearance and penetrating hunger echo the fragility of morality when survival instincts take precedence. But this creature is more than a monster. It is a metaphor for human vulnerabilities. The Wendigo embodies fears of isolation, loss of control, and the erosion of humanity under the weight of dire circumstances, a fate perhaps more frightening than death itself. Across the Atlantic, European tales of the Fae present an equally unsettling depiction of nature's power. Far from the glittering fairies of children's stories, the Fae are capricious and often dangerous. Irish and Scottish tales speak of ordinary people lured into the realm of these mystical beings, only to reappear years later, fundamentally altered or consumed entirely. They could bless or curse with equal potency, and crossing them was said to bring ruin to families for generations. The Fae remind us of humanity's tenuous place in a world that remains unpredictable and unyielding despite our attempts at control. They embody the fear of stepping into the unknown, of plunging into forces beyond comprehension, and of returning as someone unrecognizable, even to ourselves. Through the Fae and the Wendigo, folklore echoes ancient lessons. Nature commands respect, the human spirit is fragile, and some doors, once opened, can never be closed. History offers no shortage of mysteries. Occasionally it serves up events so strange they resist tidy explanation. With these enigmas, humanity is reminded of its limited ability to understand the world in which it resides. The Roanoke colony's eerie disappearance in the late 16th century is perhaps one of the most enduring mysteries. The lone clue, Croatoan, carved into a post, has fueled speculation for centuries. Did the settlers assimilate into local Native American tribes, succumb to starvation, or fall victim to something more otherworldly? The missing colony is a ghost story written into the annals of history, representing the ultimate unknown, to vanish without trace. Forgotten but never quite erased. Equally unsettling is the Dyatlov Pass incident of 1959, in which 9 hikers perished under baffling circumstances in the snowy Ural Mountains. Their injuries, ranging from massive internal trauma to inexplicable radiation exposure, created a puzzle that even modern inquiry struggles to solve. Their abandoned tent, slashed open from inside, and the scattered arrangement of their bodies tell a story of inexplicable desperation. Theories range from government experiments to encounters with enigmatic forces. These events demand a confrontation with the limits of our rationality. They persist because they challenge the illusion of our omniscience. If these mysteries cannot be answered by history or science, what else might lie beyond the veil of our understanding? Fear is a universal emotion, and horror its most intimate expression. Forgotten nightmares endure not just because of their chilling narratives, but because they speak to fundamental truths about existence. They force humanity to reckon with its fragility, its ignorance, and its limitations. The eerie stories of urban legends, such as the Hookman or Black-Eyed Children, mirror societal concerns about modern living, violence, unseen dangers, and the unsettling other. They teach caution, encourage vigilance, and remind us that trust is not always easily given. From creatures like the Wendigo in North America to the Fae of Celtic lands, folklore represents a deep-seated acknowledgement of the forces of nature and our precarious place between civilization and savagery. These tales resonate because they stem from humanity's core instincts: hunger, survival, and curiosity. Historical mysteries like Roanoke and Dyatlov Pass wield power because they are unfinished stories. They act as canvases for speculation, vehicles for our deepest anxieties about being stripped of control or consumed by forces we do not understand. These tales endure because they reflect humanity's greatest trait, imagination. Through imagination, societies envelop fears in narrative, creating meaning from the chaos of the unknown. Forgotten nightmares are more than stories. They are shards of humanity's cultural soul. They have guided moral lessons, inspired curiosity, and forged uneasy relationships between reason and superstition. As individuals, we are drawn to them because we perceive, deep within our psyche, a need to understand the unknown. But perhaps the true lesson isn't in solving these mysteries or diminishing the fear they carry. Instead, it lies in the acceptance of shadow. Fear teaches caution, imagination fosters creativity, and the unknown maintains a sense of wonder. The next time you recall a chilling tale or hear whispers of the forgotten, lean into the unease. For in embracing these forgotten nightmares, you embrace an unspoken truth about being human, that in darkness we often find our greatest light.